Hey Master Gardeners, I was hiking out today and I found some pretty flowers laying out on the trail, and the Liriodendron tulipifera is in full bloom and coming into bloom here in Harford County, Maryland. So with me today, I've got 3 students from the McDonough School. They're doing an environmental science project, and I'm teaching them how to identify some trees. So this tree, Grace is with me. Grace, this tree is named Liriodendron tulipifera. So show us, why do you think it's called tulipifera?
It's called that for its tulip-like flowers. The flowers will traditionally have 6 petals, and it's one of the top nectar producers for honeybees.
So honeybees love this tree. As a matter of fact, if you're going to buy honey, sometimes they have exclusively tulip poplar honey available at their stores. And the flower has 6 petals and it's orangey. But Grace, why don't we see them too easily? Why are we using sticks that we found on the ground?
They're really high up, so it's kind of hard to identify from below.
This is a big native tree, a tall primary woodland tree in our eastern United States. In the woodland, it actually goes out to Wisconsin, all the way up through Massachusetts and south, zone 4 to 9. So hardy, not a tree that we typically plant in our yards, but we learned one thing about is it a good tree guard for the yard, or is it kind of quick?
It's a fast grower.
Yeah. Fast growing, so sometimes a little bit too fast for traditional yard. And the one characteristic of fast growing trees is they often become a little bit more brittle, so you're a little afraid to have that very close to your house, and plus it exceeds the size of the average yard. So how do we learn to identify it? One of the big characteristics, look at it over here. Typically they never have very many branches on it. There's a gray one going right up there. It's got some side branches on it. And let's spin over here and look at them at a distance. The light gray ones over here, you can clearly see they don't really have any side branches on them over there. Light gray bark, it does get a little furrowed with age, but that light gray color is distinctive. But another thing that makes it really distinctive, Grace, show them what we find up in the top of the tree, is we have these little remnants of the flower. When it's finished, it makes a little capsule. So even in January and February, you can identify this tree by these little flower seed capsules that remain up in the tops of the tree. I'm not sure that our videographer can film them, but up inside that tree behind us are some of those little brown capsules that are persisting even in here through the spring and summer. So you may not be able to pick that up. But Grace, how do you identify the leaf? If they're hiking through the woods, how are they going to identify it? It's so easy.
The leaf kind of looks like the face of a cat.
So how many lobes?
4.
4 lobes. And see, we sketched a little kitty cat on there to kind of help you. Those 4 little lobe point, long petiole on it, but an easy leaf for you to identify. And a tree that's used by songbirds and by squirrels. Animals eat those seeds. So a wonderful native for you to know. The best way to find the flower is you're going to see it laying on the trail, and then look up and identify your Liriodendron tulipifera. There you go, Master Gardeners.